Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. And as it says in this title, we're talking about whether or not it's quote unquote too late to start on YouTube. Because it's funny for me to talk about this because this being my first full week as a full-time YouTube musician, it's interesting to talk about this. I think that the video could actually be really short and me just saying, hey, look at me, I'm living proof that it's not too late. But I want to go a little bit more in depth in what I've learned over this past year, really focusing pretty hardcore on YouTube and what I've learned from it. So I've been conducting a bunch of different interviews recently on the channel. If you haven't seen them, the Tudo Talks, they're amazing. They're a lot of fun. And what I've recently learned, predominantly from talking to other YouTubers that are kind of around the same level that I'm at, a lot of them actually really started in 2020. One of them, I think he started probably like November of 2020, maybe a little earlier, doing really well on his page. Another one, she had a YouTube channel but really started going hard back around like Christmas time. These people are doing really, really well on YouTube. And what I've learned now, the debate that I'm questioning about myself is whether or not how things are going to look after COVID. I just ran a poll on my channel, and so far about 2,500 people responded. And if I were to pull up the poll, actually, I think I saw about 20% of people are still in lockdown. And then another, I think 65% said that they're in, here it is right here. I'll just pull it right up for you guys so you can see it. So right here we have, okay, 2,600 votes. 19% are still in lockdown, so about 20%. 65% are in semi-open, and 16% are fully open. So my question, though, is what are things going to look like after the fact? You know, when people are not stuck at home, when people are like so craved to go hang out with their friends and stuff, what are things going to look like? How is it going to look? Is this a new way of life? You know, is just YouTube and everybody being online a new way of life? And to be completely honest, I don't know. What I do know is you're never going to know if you don't try. And I am living proof that, hey, look, I started way later. YouTube came out, I think, in what, like 2006, 15 years ago, maybe later, earlier, somewhere in that earlier age. And I had one in 2012, kind of started slowly, like a video a month, every video every 5 months, something like that, cover every 2 months, like, you know, just growing slowly. And then in 2019, I started going hard with a video a day. Now looking back on that, I'm like, what did I do with my time with the fact that I now am putting out like 13 videos a day? But I think if you're willing to put in the work like anything, I think it's definitely possible. Now there's different opportunities now too. Why don't, like, there's plenty of opportunity on TikTok, and I'd even debate that if you go hard on TikTok, there might be even more opportunity on TikTok than there might be on YouTube. I don't entirely know. I just know that I grew very fast on TikTok. I mean, I have 6,000 followers on TikTok, but mainly because I don't post all that often. But when I did, I grew like 6,000 in like 2 months, which for me, like, that's a lot, you know. Now it's going to be really interesting to see what happens as COVID opens up. But I do think that if you really are willing to put in the work, if you really love it, you got to love it, because it's going to take a while. And then I believe in the snowball effect, in the sense of when it starts so small. You got to pretty much wait for it to snow. This is a great example. You got to wait for it to snow, and then once it finally snows and that snowball starts rolling, then it gets huge really fast. And that's kind of what happened on my channel. You know, I grew by like 30 subscribers a month for years, waiting for it to snow, and then once it snowed in, 15 months, since January of 2020, so like a year and 3 months, we've grown by like 38,000 subscribers. So, like, if you're willing to be patient and put in the work, I don't think it's too late. I don't see why not. So I really think that you can go for it, and I would recommend you try. See what happens. See what it's like. But you're never going to know if you don't. So why not try? I'll see you guys in the next video. Hope that encouraged you. God bless and peace out.